Hey gang, Ronan here. As you can see in this game, we've got a clan battle, ICOP facing off against Clan Texas. We're going to be seeing Reger's perspective. He's in the Pensacola. He's got Sir Hammer, Captain Insano, Papa Pixelet, Bly, Alf, and Squid on the team with him. They're spawning on the south side of the Trident map. Now, if you're wondering why it's called Trident, excuse me just a second here while I address the UI bug that was introduced with 10.5. There we go. Now, if you're wondering why it is called Trident, well, let me show you. Okay, this is the this is the stat part of the Trident. There's the point, and here are the two outside points on the Trident. That's why it's called Trident. You probably already knew that, but for anybody new, that's where they got the name. So it looks like Squid in Hatsuharu is going to race for Charlie, and Ram is going to be supporting him there. He's got AP loaded. Two light cruisers and a heavy cruiser on the opposing team, Dallas and Wang-A, or however you pronounce that. Light cruisers, London, well, if anything can be really said to be a heavy cruiser. Maybe for Ataka. Well, I guess it would be Aoba or Alba. But at this tier, unless something is angled perfectly, and even then it's questionable, the guns on this Pensacola are they're tough to get around. Pensacola has got 203mm guns with the improved US pen values. Now you can see there, I'm going to actually back this up just a little bit. Alright, so we're going to just stop it right here. See this? 8.12, and that's a clock. It's 8.12 seconds for Ramagar shells to land right there where he's aiming. So why is he aiming where he's aiming? Well, 8.12 seconds should have the shells land right around there, somewhere in that ballpark. Now the ship is angled. The Dallas is angled a little bit, moving toward him. So those shells may land a little bit either side. Let me back up just a little bit more, and we'll look at the first volley. Okay, he pulled the trigger right there. It says 8.6 seconds. Now 8.6 seconds is going to be right around here, right? Somewhere in that ballpark. Now this is all assuming that the target is moving at full speed, etc. And if you've never used this what's called dynamic aiming reticule, I really recommend it. It'll take you maybe 10 or 15 minutes to kind of get the hang of how it works, and then over the course of a day or two of playing the game, it'll become second nature. But we know right now, when he pulled the trigger at 8.6 seconds flight time, that that's probably going to miss. And if it does hit, it's going to hit the very tail end of the ship. Now, why do I bring that up? It's got nothing to do with the clan battle, however this is going to unfold. But I wanted to make sure that anybody who was unaware understands what all these marks are for, and that if you take the time, and it doesn't take long to familiarize yourself with how this works, this is an invaluable aid for landing shots. So anyway, let me get back to it. And as expected, those shells fall behind the Dallas. Now we'll just watch this next volley, which we know was aimed a little bit more true. Now Ram is turning the nose of his ship hard to starboard to avoid shells. And unfortunately, the turret traverse on the Pensacola is not all that great. Okay, it says 7.7 seconds. I expect some of those are going to land home, and they do. And Ram picks up a Citadel for his for his great aiming there. Now Dallas is slowing down, but I still think those shells are going to fall behind it. Okay, so enough about aiming. Squid picked up the Charlie cap. Bad guys picked up the Bravo cap. You can see Ram is he's maneuvering and angling for his life. He had 3 ships targeting, then 2, now 1. I'm guessing it's just the Commodore Trevis there. And he does go dark. So we know that there's probably, let's see, we can see T61 was over at Alpha. So the Anshan's probably right here in front of him at Bravo. And since he's detected, I'm guessing the Anshan is right around where he's aiming right now. And Ram is aware of that and says, to heck with eating torps, I'm going to get myself behind the edge of this island. And because Dallas is angled up reasonably well, Ram says, I'm going to switch to HE. And then, of course, Dallas starts showing broadside. And there's the Anshan running north from where he was. Ram picks up fire there. So at the Alpha cap, the bulk of both teams is right there vying for the Alpha cap. You can see Papa and Bly and Alf and Sir Hammer all south of the Alpha cap. And I think Dallas is probably going to try and reverse out of there. Now, none of the ICOPs on the other side of the map have a shot on Wang He or Dallas because they're behind the island, but looks to me like Papa's moving to be able to get guns on those guys. So we'll see. Squid Pet has run pretty far north. I think he's trying to contain the Anshan. And Ramagar is going to use this island for cover and just throw HE shells over the edge of the island. Not a bad idea at all. Now I expect that Anshan must have turned around. He must be coming south again because Squid has not detected him. Alf just got smacked. You can see the London is pushing south. I don't imagine he's going to live long. Sir Hammer would be able to get guns on him now. We'll see. Yeah, that Anshan's got to be right in front of her. Yeah, there he is. As soon as Ram got detected, he knew the Anshan was back. You can see he's reversing to get himself away from torpedoes, and now that Anshan is smoking up, he and Captain and Sena are both going to push toward the Anshan. See, Ram's got his guns. There are the torpedoes from the Anshan as he makes an attempt to smash the Ismail. And Ram holds his fire, waiting on Cap to push into the Anshan, detect him. And Ram's going to have to angle here against the Fuso. Which I think is a good idea. Fuso is no joke. You don't want to get caught broadside. Ram only lands 1. That's some cruel dispersion there. But he does get a fire. Anshan repairs, but there's really no way that Anshan was going to survive that close encounter with an Ismail without any torpedoes. You can see Papa's way outside now. He can get guns on the Dallas. Good positioning. So if we, just pause it here for just a sec. So we take a look at Papa, where he's at. He's got a shot on those cruisers. But he is, because of this island, this Fuso can't get to him. And this guy might not be able to. Papa might have screened himself from the Fuso guns entirely and only these cruisers are needing to be, worried about. I'm not sure. Bly may be moving. I wasn't paying attention, but he doesn't really have guns on much right now because of this island here. Looking at his HP, he's still got pretty good HP. He may be reversing a little bit to get guns here or moving forward a little bit to get guns here. But either way, Squid's got everybody spotted. Great job. Sir Hammer is still contending with this Fuso. There's no way anybody else can shoot his broadside. And then we've got Ram here, who's, I'm guessing, going to push up this way, try and help secure the cap, deal with this Fuso. Since Squid's way up here, he may throw torpedoes back this way, but my guess is he's going to focus here. Anyway, let's move forward and see. Dallas is going to poke out here just a little bit. And Dallas got very lucky. 2 overpens. You can see the AP shells coming in from Papa Pixelit. That Huang He is in big trouble. Broadside to these. Yeah. Yeah, nice shot there, Ram. Okay, so Dallas goes down to fire from Papa Pixelit and the Leander. And it looks like Ram is going to push into the cap now. You can see Captain Insano is just pushing straight through. That might do it for Huang He. And it does. So that's 6 citadels for Ram. I'm not sure why he put the plane in the air here. A lot of old-time players, myself included, still occasionally will throw a plane in the air just out of habit because years ago, when you threw a plane in the air like that, you could spot incoming torpedoes. They removed that mechanic, which I think was a mistake. I think it was really cool for your shipborne aircraft to be able to see torpedoes coming in. And Ram accelerated kind of hard to be able to make the turn to angle against the Fuso here, but he may run himself out of the cap. You can see he's trying to stay in the cap. Sir Hammer from across the map finishes off this Fuso. 3, 2. Can he do it? Can he do it? Oh man, that was so close, Ram. Good try, man. Well, this one's all over but the shouting. There's only one red DD remaining, and I don't expect that he's going to be around for very much longer. Ram backs into the cap. 26 seconds he'll have it. I don't know that T-61 is going to last that long, but we'll see. Great game, fellas. Really fun to watch. Always fun to watch the Pensacola put to good use. Congratulations on what is clearly going to be a win. Those of you joining me, I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're a newer player, maybe you learned something. Either way, if you would, please consider liking and subscribing. I really appreciate you spending a little time here, and I'll see you next time.